Let me share a quote with you that really helped me as a parent. It goes like this: real parents aren't perfect, and perfect parents aren't real. Yes, real parents aren't perfect, and perfect parents aren't real. And I know we strive to be perfect. I think we should stop striving to be perfect because we'll never achieve that. What we should strive to do is to do our best. In whatever situation we're gonna do our best, especially as parents, because it is hard being a parent. I say it this way: parenting is the toughest job you will ever have, but it's also the most rewarding job you ever have, as you begin to raise your children and help them to grow and be a part of their lives. But remember, real parents aren't perfect, and perfect parents aren't real. So sometimes we compare ourselves to the parents. We look around, look at that parent, look at that, well, look at their kid. Look, you don't know the whole story. And actually, it's not your business to know the story. Your job is to raise your children. I remember watching TV back in the day, a long time ago, and you would watch these parents, and this kid would come home and say, well, their parents do this, their parents do this. Well, go live with them. You know what? The reality is we got to stop looking around and look to God, for Him to help us be the best parents we can be for the kids we have. Because all kids are not the same. And just because that kid over there next door is doing X, Y, and Z, doesn't mean your kid has to do the same thing. Let's be people who are willing to make mistakes, but overcome those mistakes. And so I guess I want to talk about this real quick. How do you overcome big mistakes? Maybe you made a big mistake in front of your kids, and sometimes you want to try to keep up appearance that you're perfect, but here, the reality is your kids know you're not perfect. So I want to tell you how to overcome big mistakes and little mistakes in front of your kids. Two things. Number one, humility and honesty. You got to be humble enough to say, you know what, I made a mistake. And that will go a long way with your kids and those around you, to be humble. James 4 verse 6 says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. God wants us to be humble. He draws close to us when we are in humility, realize we can't do it. And the truth is we can't do it without God. Number two, honesty. Look, you made some mistakes. You made some bad choices, be honest. Even if those mistakes were before your kids were born, like explaining to my younger kids how I have an older daughter that's their sister, but not the daughter of my wife. Yeah, explaining that. And you know what? It took a lot of humility and honesty, because guess what? They're gonna figure it out eventually. So just be honest with them, because you're building relationships, you're building trust over time. So again, I wanna leave with this idea, because some of us are striving to be perfect. Take a deep breath. Because you ain't perfect, I ain't perfect, and your kids ain't perfect either. Real parents aren't perfect, and perfect parents aren't real.